Faith Power.
Faith Power. That's
a good name.
That's a great
Sounds
name.
great when you're a pirate.
Faith Power.
Arr. You're turning 4. Happy birthday!
Happy birthday. That's very exciting to be 4 years old. I
Very
was 4
exciting.
years old once.
I was too. What a coincidence.
That's a real coincidence.
And we turned out to be pirates, and maybe you're gonna turn out to be a pirate, or maybe a pixie, or a fairy.
Or a fairy. We
Listen,
see a lot of those
we
too.
have a very important message. It's
very
from
important.
your mommy, daddy, pop, grandmare, Aunt Carolyn, Glenn, Aunt Patty and Damien, Chewy, Princess Rascal, and all your aunts, uncles, and cousins. They love you very much. Look how I said that without even flinching.
Who's Chewy?
I imagine it's a big Wookiee.
Oh, yeah, of course. Why would I think otherwise? Listen, your mummy and daddy say to us that you love to watch Jake and the Neverland Pirates. Is that fact?
We do too.
We do. We watch it frequently when we're not doing
Being
other pirate
pirates.
things, which takes up a lot of our time.
No one named Jake lives on our boat.
And we understand that you like that the pixie dust can take you all over the place. That's really great. We haven't got a single drop of pixie dust. It doesn't come in drops, it comes in specks.
But sometimes we meet the pixies on our voyages, but they never give us any of their dust.
We do. We do.
But maybe you can use some. If you ever find some, you can use some to visit your Aunt Carol in Canada, maybe, or your Aunt Patty in Ireland.
That'd be some
Real
today.
Ireland, not fake
Not
Ireland,
fake
like where we come
Ireland,
from.
like where we come from, which is not real.
Your mummy says that you love to play and pretend you're on a ship with Captain Mommy and Pirate Faith. I'm glad you chose to be the pirate.
That's good. You don't want to be the captain all the time.
a
Sometimes
lot
you
of
just
work.
need to be the pirate. Arr. Try that. Arr. Good for
And
you.
the two of you saved your stuffed animals and all the toys from the sharks.
Good for you. That's
we
brave.
run away from sharks, generally.
And we understand there's this one time, we do run away from sharks. It's hard to run when you're on the water.
Swim fast.
We understand that there's this one time there were a lot of waves hitting the boat for like an hour. And you got mummy through the storm and you saved everybody.
You're
Good for
amazing.
you. That's good. You should be captain if you can do things like that.
And your mummy and daddy say you're a great dancer who loves ballet and Irish dance. We could do a little bit of
Do you want
Irish
to do a bit
dance.
of Irish dance?
It's a lot of arms down, so it
It's-
doesn't
oh,
show
it's-
up
it
much
is
on
arms
camera.
down. You can't see it, but
They
our
say
feet-
you love to practice and work hard at it, twirling and stepping and kicking. You're going to be great at parties,
or a nightmare to be on a bus with,
right?
twirling and stepping and kicking.
I don't think she does it on buses. She's a good girl.
How do you know that?
Well, your daddy says you love to go to the stables at Van Cortlandt Park. That sounds very important.
This sounds very upstanding.
You like to
Van
pet
Cortlandt-
the horses and talk to the horses and help feed the horses.
I bet the
Horses
horses
are not
like that.
allowed on ships, just
They're
so
not.
you know.
We don't have the horses on the ships because
get
they're
very scared.
They get scared and they're a danger to all. But it's nice of you to go and pet the horses. I bet they like it.
One time you went to give the horses a bite from an apple and he grabbed the apple with his big teeth and ate it all just like that. And you thought it was the funniest thing and you and your daddy laughed so much.
I bet you did. You have to watch horses. They'll just grab whatever you offer them.
And him.
And they do sometimes
He
grab
does
me
the
as
very
well.
same thing.
Oh, I don't. It depends.
Your
what
teeth
you-
aren't as big as a horse.
They're not as big as a horse. But I still get that apple.
Your daddy says?
That you love all the animals. And you go to the Bronx Zoo a lot.
That sounds great.
I bet
Your
that's fun.
favourite animal at the Bronx Zoo is... Wait, I know this one. A sea lion.
How'd you know that?
Well, I just had it.
You're very clever.
The fairies told me.
Good fairies.
And in fact, Mummy says you know the zoo so well that you can guide Mummy and all your friends around the zoo without ever getting lost.
That's very
You are
important.
a good pirate captain.
It's important to know how to navigate. Ask Mummy and Daddy what that word means.
Navigate.
And you've such a very good memory at one time that you were driving on the Bronx River Parkway. Is that right? Is that a real thing? The Bronx
I
River
guess it must
Parkway.
be.
And you could see the zoo from far away. You pointed it out to all your friends in the car. So
You're
good
a
for
very
you.
clever girl.
Very clever.
Listen, this is the important part. That was all just saying how much everybody loves you and
That's
how clever
right.
you are and what a nice girl you are. This part is the important part.
It's very important because we have a clue for you.
All right, listen carefully. And hopefully you'll be able to find the last part of your birthday gift.
That's right.
Because believe us, it's the best. We know that all the pixies and fairies and whatnot brought you all your other presents, and you've done a great job finding them. Now's the last and final and biggest and best.
Here it comes. Are you ready? I am a fire-breathing dragon.
I spit out flames and my belly is warm.
The only way to tame me is to keep me fed.
Approach with caution.
Your shield is a glove and your armor is an apron.
I hiss and click and sizzle and hum.
I am a baker and chef rolled into one.
What am I? Good luck!
What is it, do you think? A baker and a chef rolled into one. It's probably like a dinner roll or something.